Today on VIP TV, a talented Liverpool boxer. Was a decent amateur. He's a bit of a football player as well. Makes his debut at Liverpool Olympia this weekend. Paddy Lacey. Paddy, thanks for joining us on VIP TV and shutting your shop up for a few minutes to chat. How's things?
Yeah, great. Never better, Steve. Never better.
Paddy, what made you turn over?
I kind of just plateaued in the football world where I didn't feel I was going to get to the height that I wanted to, but I always boxed. I had my first fight in 31st of March 2016, and then I went and played in League Two for Accrington, as people know, but I was still boxing. I still boxed amateur, even though I was playing in League Two. I still kept me boxing up because I loved it. I loved doing both. They coincided. They both kept me fit. So I just kept it up. And then I got to a point where I was doing well. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how many amateur fights. I think I had 17, 18. I only lost one that I shouldn't have lost. I bulldozed a load of them over. So I just thought, you know, there's mileage in this. I think I can do something. So I went to Tonksy.
Yeah, so you won the Haringey Box Cup, was it 2017? And in 2019 when you say you got shafted.
Yeah, I won it in 17. I'd only had 4 bouts during the 20s. So I won that. And then I come back in 2019 and got fucking robbed on a countback. A kid, a punched him, put it to post. So then just after that, I thought I couldn't be arsed doing the training. I tried to go in the ABAs twice. Once an injury let me down. My knee went. I had a couple of problems with my knees. And then the second time, COVID struck. So I was looking around thinking, you know, I'm 27, I'm not getting no younger. Well, I was 26 then. I may as well just turn over now. I'm more suited to the pros anyways than I was the amateurs. I kind of started late stage. So, you know, how far was I going to progress in the amateurs box for England? Possibly, you know, I don't know. But, you know, the eventuality was I was always going to go pro anyway. So I just done it.
Yeah, so, you know, what's your expectations as a professional? Because, you know, just speaking generic, it sounds like it's something that you had to give this a go. Otherwise, you didn't want to, you know, in 3 years' time, regret it.
Yeah, well, you know, I boxed amateur for the Solly, but I was always in different gyms of a day, you know, getting sessions in when I could. And the amount of pro coaches that had top lads that were winning titles, and they were all saying, you should turn pro, you should turn pro. It happened from when I first walked into a boxing gym. They'd say, because I could punch a bit, they'd turn around and say, you'd be a great pro, because I'm fit as well. So it was just always in the back of my mind, and I always wanted to do it. But my dad's never wanted me to box. He's always loved me playing a footy. He'd done something similar when he was young, and I just could never break it to him that, Dad, you know, football, it's kind of plateaued a bit as much as I love it. Joe, I think there's mileage in this boxing, and I think I put it off more to tell me dad and not break his heart, to be honest. It should have happened a little bit sooner, but it happened when it was supposed to happen, I suppose.
So you're scared of your dad then, if not anyone else?
Yeah.
You're scared yeah. So you're scared of telling your dad you were going to box professionally. So you've gone with Joe Tonks, haven't you?
Yeah, Joe and Dave Tonks are my trainers. So, yeah, I've been there basically since we went into lockdown. So it's been 18 months. I've been waiting for this debut. I haven't been out the gym at all. I'm never out the gym. I'm always fit. So roll on Friday.
What's your expectations from boxing? You know, what do you realistically think you can achieve?
Anything. I can go right the way to the top. I believe I can win a world title. I wouldn't do it just to make up the numbers. I know what I do in the gym, what I do in sparring, what I'm capable of. I'd never kid myself. Do you know what I mean? But first of all, just get some titles, get some wins and get some titles and go from there.
You sort of, you know, we're talking like 4 days away from your debut on Friday. Do you get nervous at all?
Not so much for the fighting. Just basically, I've improved a lot under Dave. So I want to show everyone, I want to put on a good performance. That's the only bit of nerves I get, is like to impress people. You want to look good, don't you?
Yeah. What weight are you going to box, actually? I think you were 75 kilos as an amateur, weren't you?
Light middle or middle. I'm going to do middle this fight. And then, you know, when I'm full time, because I'm still on the tools, I'm still in the shop, it's a little bit you know, I'm all over, not all over the place, but I think when I'm fighting for titles or stepping up, I'll go to like middle.
Yeah. Is it hard, you know, running the shop? I know you run a flooring and tiling shop. Then is it hard, you know, being on the tools and getting the training in? Because I'm guessing it's going to be some time before you can become a full-time pro, because you're not going to be earning that money doing 4 and 6 rounds.
Yeah, exactly. I'd probably say the first year with Dave, I was a little bit all over the place. It'd be, I can train at 6 in the morning, I can train in the afternoon, but we kind of, the lads who work with me for the flooring shop, we all kind of get it now, where I am at this time, where I am at that time. So it's run a lot more smoothly the last 6 months or so.
Yeah. And have you sparred with any of the big name Liverpool boxers?
Beefy.
Of course, yeah. Beefy's down at the same gym then, hasn't he? Of course.
No, Beefy's he's the Rotunda, isn't he?
Oh, so I thought he... of course, yeah.
But I've been in the Rotunda spar, Beefy.
Yeah,
that was only about a month ago, something like that. It's done 6 rounds. But I sparred him twice. And then I've been in with JJ, done 3 6-rounders. A week ago was the last one. So, you know, we're all light for middleweight in our city, aren't we? We've got light middles. We've got, well, Callum's are up to light heavy now. But we've always done well for middleweights in Liverpool.
Yeah. So you're still playing the football for Chester, though, aren't you? Because you had a bad injury, didn't you?
Yeah. I snapped my cruciate on Boxing Day. 2020, got the operation in March because everything was a bit backlogged, you know, with COVID. They weren't doing operations, so we had to go private. And yeah, I got that sorted. So I've been back playing. I haven't played a proper game yet, though. I've only been back in training. It's kind of just fitting into place where I'll get my debut first, and then I'll play footy afterwards. But I've been in amongst it with the lads getting back fit.
I mean, I noticed Chester haven't got a game this Saturday, I don't think, have they? I looked on their fixture list, I couldn't see a match.
No, we do. It's the FA Cup this weekend.
Oh, is right there in that?
It's not a league game yet. We've got Darlington away.
Oh, so none of the lads are going to be there on Friday having a night out.
Fans, if you see them and they're on the ale, glass them up because the manager won't be happy. The gaffers are there, though.
I'm going to say, what they like, though? They're a pair of cranks, aren't they? I mean, I watched them on the Salford thing, so I watch a lot of non-league football myself. I know them from the circuit, even before they went to FC United. What are they like with you? Because I imagine they're the sort of guys who... If they was ringside and they thought you got a bad decision, they'll be in there wanting to chin everybody.
Let me tell you, there's some fucking ruckuses caused on that line with them two. They cause murder wherever they go. But don't worry, I love them. I can't speak highly enough about them. They've been fantastic with me. They don't ever question me commitments or stuff like that. You know, when I'm doing 2 things, they just say, one of your jobs is a boxer. So lots of lads are out doing whatever they need to do to make money in school till 6 o'clock or on the tools, on the knees. So you're keeping yourself fit. So they kind of back me up in that sense where they could say it's one or the other. I've heard that for the past 5 years. It's boxing or it's football. But as it stands, I'm only playing in the Conference North. No disrespect to the league, but I've played higher and I'm not boxing for titles. So as it stands, everyone tells you can't do it. No, I say, well, you can't, I can. Don't tell me what you can do. I know I can play footy and box because I've done, up until this point now, I've done well doing both. So long may it continue, but they don't stand in the way at all. They're fantastic with me, but I'm always the fittest every pre-season. They'll tell you last season, this season, you know, I smoke everyone in the running. So it definitely helps.
So there's obviously, because in a way, there's some sort of comparison with Curtis Woodhouse. Obviously, he played football at a higher level. Then I think he dropped down to League Two, and I think he might have played a bit of non-league before while he was boxing. You know, but he packed up football altogether at 26. You're still doubling up. Look, you say it's only the National League North. It's still a good standard. There's still like 5 or 6 full-time teams in that division, isn't there?
Yeah. I think even more than that, to be honest, Steve. But I think he started at the top and then kind of filtered down, Curtis. He was a top player at the start, but he fell out of love of football. I haven't fell out of love of football. I still love playing my footy of a Saturday with the lads, but it's different to me and Curtis because his head got turned by the sport. Boxing's always been there for me. Even before I even laced up gloves. I was in boxing gyms through the summer keeping fit because my dad boxed, and I just loved the feel of it of keeping fit. So it's never become a one or the other for me. I've just kind of kept them both going and just see where it leads to.
So, to be doing two sports at such a high level, in the fact that, you're not just a boxer turning professional, you get these guys turn pro who have just come off do a bit of white collar and they play football. You've had a good you boxed at a good level amateur, not had a lot of fights, boxing under 20 novices and what have you. But, what would you do one day if it comes to the crunch of football or a big fight?
It'd be boxing for a big fight. Boxing would obviously get the nod. If I'm fighting for titles, it's going to be impossible for me to be playing football, say, throughout the week and jeopardising my legs. You need your legs in boxing. So that there will be a time, if I keep being successful in football and boxing, there's going to be a time when I do have to pick either or. But boxing will get the nod because I've kind of, as I said, I've got to the football league and fell out of it. So, I don't think I could get back with the injuries I've had to the top of leagues here and top money, but I think I could do something in boxing where I could put my stamp on and earn myself a few quid.
Yeah, but realistically, that could be sooner than later because it could be 18 months. You're fighting for a central area. And if you're training for a 10-rounder, you're not going to be able to go and play at a good level of football for Chester at, say, Kidderminster or something on a Saturday, play again on a Tuesday, train on a Thursday and train for a 10-rounder.
Yeah, I know there could be that time. I'm just more worried about injuries, Steve, not as much as, overworking myself because, all the boxing lads are out running at 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't have to do that because I play my football. I don't have to do no road work. I do a bit of track work, I'll be honest. But my fitness or my leg stuff comes through the football. Whereas, you got boxers running 3-4 times a week to try and get that fitness in the legs. I get that anyway. But the only thing is I couldn't train for the fights. They do 8 weeks training, play a game. And then, someone goes right through me, my ankle goes or whatever. And I've let the old show down, let Steve, let Tonks, they've all put hard work into me. So, that decision will come, and when it comes, it'll be dealt with. Do you know what I mean? We'll have to decide. Yeah,
you mentioned injuries there. Does the injuries play on your mind given what happened to you last Christmas playing? Or Christmas before, no, but Christmas, 2020, last Christmas.
I don't worry about nothing. Whatever the big man upstairs wants to do, if he wants to put me injured and there's a lesson to be learned or whatever, I don't worry about nothing. People will tell you, I've just come back from a cruciate ligaments, which is, everyone's buzzing about Virgil van Dijk doing it in 9 months. I've done it in 6 months. Straight back into training, flying into tackles. Doesn't bother me. If it's going to go, it's going to go. When you start running around and you're thinking, me knee. You're toast, you're finished. You know what I mean? You're not going to do nothing. So I don't worry about nothing.
And have you sold a load of tickets for your first fight?
Fucking yeah, I think that's why Steve Woods loves me, to be honest. There's all fans coming from everywhere. So I've done quite a lot of tickets, up to near 300 now. So he's made up.
I'll tell you what. This morning I said to you, we were talking about the show. He said, you got to do me a favour, speak to Paddy Lacey, get him up there today for us. That's why he loves you. You're safe as houses. Don't worry, about 18 months, that football's out the window because he'll have you an area title fight. That Liverpool Olympia will be the only fight on. There'll be all them Chester fans, Chester supporters, and he'll have you on the pitch at Chester in an open ring soon.
Yeah. Well, it's just funny. He rang me first thing this morning. I've got your interview there. He said he'll struggle to shut you up with about you and your footy and your boxing and that. But yeah, Steve loves it. But he owes me some serious petrol fare because there's put some mileage on my car. My car's been to Chester, to Barrow, to Altrincham, all supporters I've played for. Do you know what I mean? And non-league, really? I have to drop tickets everywhere. So he owes me for my diesel, let me tell you, because it's been some stress dishing out 300 tickets.
So you got fans from Barrow coming from when you played. Must have been in the National League, I guess, there, before they went up.
Yeah, we got promoted with Barrow. We won the Conference North, and then we played in the National League. Then I went to Accrington then. But, out of everywhere, the Barrow fans are the best with me because it was nothing but good times. We got better every season. And I've got some of them are my good mates, do you know what I mean? I speak to them every week to sound. So I've dropped some tickets up there, and now Chester will jump on. But when I get a few knockouts, I hope, Steve, God bless, that if I can get a few stoppages, you know, it builds a little bit of a thing, and all people can start jumping on it then, saying he's exciting, let's go and watch him, and hopefully it'll snowball a bit.
Hey, Mushrooms, and you know what? You've got that football backstory. You know, you've obviously been popular at clubs if fans are coming. You know, you've got an ideal story to become a popular boxer as well. Because it's not just the boxing; it's having that backstory, the cruciate ligament that could have finished you as an athlete. There's a lot to you.
I've had 7 knee ops, Steve, not just one. I've had both cruciate ligaments in both legs done. That's both in the last 4 years. So that was a kind of thing that, you know, football ain't working out here. You keep getting these injuries with your knees. Maybe we should pack it up. But Steve, I get paid. It's my livelihood. Bills need paying. I can't just wash my hands and then rely on boxing because I ain't earning the money off it.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, Paddy, we've been chatting away here for 20 minutes or so. It's been great chatting to you. And I look forward to your fight on Friday night, Liverpool Olympian. If anyone's watching, get in contact with you by social media, and you might have a couple tickets, but I'm not sure you'll be doing any more trips to Barrow this week.
No chance. Chance, Steve. Thanks very much, mate.
You take care. Let you get your shop back open. Cheers.
Nice one, Steve, to that.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.